killer army hunting pseudo. Cause you gotta train your mind to fight against them pseudo judo. People with the scholarship salute, we give them kudos. But the people with that look of shit, we look and see straight through those like telescope. If you ain't speaking fast, we gotta tell them folks and let them know the truth of. You bringing malinformation to blast, then you the Ku Klux. Like say, don't talk me to death, bro, what the proof of? Good juju chillin', why you wanna go way bad juju up? Shalom boy got the tank in the cut. I'm in Sosa World plotting on the kick though with Kent. Come in Tiffany gave me the pseudo names on the list and said went and got the low. Anthony got him in the scope, Gullah and Gozy make sure DNA ain't a problem for them folks. Cause a pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo killer, I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. Pseudo gon' die, they saw a pseudo killer, I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy. I'm a pseudo killer, intellectual sunsling, ayy.
We're not attacking individuals, we're attacking the information and attacking the methodology. This is a long time coming right here. Let them know that we right there, running neck and neck with all other communities. We will not be left behind.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I come to do what I got to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. I come to do what I got to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. Standing tall, standing strong. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. What's good? Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family? Yeah, so we ain't actually attacking individuals, man. I had to really think about this. But big up to the chat, though. Sister Sci-Fi, Pseudo Killer Army, Smalls, 911, Pseudo Killer Army, man. They was first in the building, man. Taj, Pseudo Killer Army. What's good? Okay. Some mind games going on here. And I start to realize that people actually want to try to use their friendships to stop you from doing your thing. Nothing I say gonna stop people from doing their thing. I ain't a hater, I'm a participator. But when it comes to the other side, if you give some correct information, then all of a sudden you want to try to use your friendship, like for instance, like with Jamal. He was on that show and he gave the dude an ultimatum. Well, who you gonna choose? Then you want me on here? I go through the same things. So there's elders that I talk to. There's supposedly friends that I talk to. Why is it that my thing interrupt the whole system? So basically what people are saying is, I can't have a thing. That's what they basically saying. Your thing is not diversive. Not diversive. What the word I want to use? Splitting people apart. Diversive. Thing you do is calling people pseudos. I'm only doing what I'm supposed to do. Because, see, that's what I signed up for. Over the years, I've gotten better at putting this thing out. Over the years, I got dedicated people that support me and understand. And some of those people that support me now sure as hell didn't support me in the past. Like, what the hell is you talking about? Sound foreign to your ears when we get to talking about science, when the brothers and sisters is building, right? Man, get that link and get in the server. It sounds foreign to your ears. Sounds different. Of course it do. The same way it sounded different when somebody came and gave you black algae. You was like, it's interesting. When they talked about the chakras and all that, where they drew you out your Christianity or Islam, it sounded different, right? But at that point, you thought you had gotten it. Now, when you start to hear science and science literacy, sound different. And it really, really sounds different because the things that you're hearing is actually counterintuitive. So I ain't never been with that bully nonsense. I always meet the bully at the door. I ain't never been, I'm not going to let you use your friendship to stop me from teaching. Doesn't make sense. I don't put my friendship on the line. We friends. I just don't agree with you. I think that what you're saying, based off of looking up the available data, based off of what the scientific consensus is, based off with the many years and millions of dollars in research that scientists put out in anthropology, right, in Egyptology, I think what you're saying is wrong. Not because it's my work, but because that's what the work say. And the work can change based off of more available data. You know what I realized, man? We've been running around listening to a bunch of speculators. That's the problem. We have been hogtied, hornswoggled, and bamboozled by a bunch of speculators. They're speculating. They're not even doing scientific speculation. Right? They're not doing, they just straight up speculation. So there's a difference between speculation and inference. Speculation, which I'm calling speculating, they got their own work, right? They the only ones with the work. They're speculating, they writing it down, they put it in books, they doing YouTube videos. They're speculating. No matter how complex it sounds, they're speculating. Why? Because it lacks sufficient evidence. It often involves imaginative, or theoretical thinking. They're not even using the scientific inference, which is based on available evidence and logical reason. They're speculating. And they speculating to the point where the community starts to split. If you got your own work and your work ain't been tested, tried, and proven, you're a speculator. At least turn your work into another group of speculators who's speculating with you. But you can't be mad at me when I say, so you claim to have rigor in your work. We hear it all the time in the community. What experts have checked your work? Well, they ain't going to accept. That's because you're speculating. You know what I had to learn over the years? I gotta say it. That the conscious community is really the speculating community. They're speculating about everything. I know. Let me show you this. Man, hit that Cash App, man. I think we got our first Cash App for the day. Some love right there. Make you start off. Golly, appreciate you, man. Some love right there, man. Need that. Building that war chest. Look, we got some powerful guests coming. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. We got some, that's SOME, powerful guests coming. I'm going to say, wow, that's who you've been hanging out with lately? Yeah, that's who I've been hanging out with lately. kind of seen our work and was like, that's interesting the way you do what you do right there. And then the conversations, we have, and then when you can actually talk to a person, talk to an expert, and they can really understand it, you understand what they're saying, then they realize everybody been making it up about you. Oh, funny. Speculating. I was the top-notch speculator. Let me show you where. All right? I'm going to give you some of the game right here. Let me give y'all some of the game. Give you some of the game. Big up to Dr. Mayat and all she do. Big up to her channel. Bubbling. Straight bubbling. That last video got about 5,000 views on it. Got about 2,000 on this channel. Appreciate the damn love, man. It's about time, man. It's about time. About time people start watching Dr. Mayat thing. About damn time. You can get more flies with sugar, but the hell with the flies and the hell with the sugar. Wait a minute. This is what I want to show y'all. Let me show you where I learned how to speculate at. Here you go. Look, this is where I learned how to speculate at. Watch this. This is where I learned how to speculate. That's how I know when everybody's speculating, yo. Yeah, it takes a pseudo to catch a pseudo, right? You would have had to went through it. And once you done went through it, come out on the other side, right? All right. Y'all know, y'all heard me talk about the days I used to read the New Wapian books and all that, right? Let me bring it to full. Let me show you why I'm definitely qualified to get them, to get all of them. They're all guilty. All right. So I want to show you the Nuwapians for a minute, right? Okay. All right. We used to go right here. Look, that's where we used to go at. That's the beachfront right there. We'll sit right there. Right. And it'd be a stage right there. And you'd be listening to them teach. And they'd be saying stuff that you never heard before. You'd be like, man, that's interesting. Right. There's no scientific literacy here. So you don't have anything to measure. All right, that's the stage right there. Sometimes it'd be right there and right there. You just listen like, man, this is interesting. It's definitely better than the Christianity. All right. Let me show you why I think this is important. That's also the symbol they use, the Ankh and the Star David, all kind of stuff in there. All right. We get attracted to fake language. We get attracted to stuff like this. All right. The Wapian Nation. So look, all right. So you began founding several Black Muslim groups. That's in New York in 1967. That's when the hell I was born. Right? He changed his name, his teachings, and the names of the groups many times. All right? Incorporating concepts from many traditions as well as pseudoscientific theories. All right? So I know how to be a pseudo. Most pseudos don't even know they pseudo. That's why we here, to let you know you're a pseudo. It's including ancient Egypt, Islam, Judaism, Christianity. So we had to read the New Testament. We had to read the Old Testament. You had to read the Quran, right? You had to study ancient Egypt. All right. You had to study the UFO religion. You had to understand what Nibiru was. You had to study the Sumerian thing, the Anunnaki. That's the whole thing they was dealing with, what your man was dealing with. All right, got up there and got beat half to death trying to bring the Anunnaki forward, and West beat him half to death. New Age, that's why I can always tell you about the New Age and esoteric beliefs. I understand all that. Comedicism, that's when I say Jabari didn't be doing that. That's what they doing, because I did it. All these things I did, bro. I'm trying to let y'all know. It make me qualified. If you can make it through this and not be howling about the Egyptians is black, if you can deal with this and not be stuck in Islam and understand Islam, the Judaism, and don't think you're black Hebrew and all that, this, the Christian and all that, the black Christian, we did all that. UFOs, you can get out of this and don't think UFOs flying through the air, Nibiru, the planet coming, Sumerian doctrine, the Anunnaki, all that New Age, esoteric stuff, man, the chakras. That's why it's easy work for us around here, man. Y'all been listening to me for years, man. This is why I can do this. I can do this. Easy work. So I've been holding my tongue for real, for real. Now I'm tired of playing. Because now I see that if we don't go full blown at them, you got to go at the root. You know what I mean? You play around from time to time. Oh, you disrespectful. Ain't nobody being disrespectful at all. Actually, not being disrespectful. I'm not. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And it seems like the thing that I like to do is just to educate with a little bit of flair to it, right? Why you act like, why you cuss him? Man, stop. Professor Dave, come on there and cuss him out. And it's all right. I do it. Oh, I'm the right. Right. Yeah. Dave feel like I feel. You just get tired of that after a while. You know, people playing in front of your face, right? So we got elders. Everybody know I like James Smalls, but he teaching the pseudo information. I got to say it. And that's my man. So he can't get mad at me. Now, if he mad at me, then he should be able to fix that. I can have him on anytime he want, and we can converse about, I'm done with the phone calls. I'm not calling nobody. Not calling none of y'all. Not doing it, right? Because try to pull my heartstrings. Oh, I don't know. No, everybody know what they're doing now. I'm convinced. I've been doing this for close to 15, 16 years, and everybody hearing what the hell I'm saying right now. Whether you like me or not, you know what I'm saying. And you can go check and see what you're saying and look at it. I'm not saying by any measure that I got work. I ain't never said I got work. What I said is I know where to go get that homework from. And everybody that deal with us, pseudo killers, community skeptics, know just where to get it at. We all understand what the standard is. So when we talk about Phil Valentine's, James Smalls and all them, they're giving you pseudo work. Now, whether they want to admit it or not, that's on them. Whether that destroys my friendships with them, that's on them. I don't think it should. So I'm going to play this clip. I'm going to get the party started right. All right. And it's tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. We got 3 elders kicking pseudos in a row. Tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. We got 3 elders kicking pseudoscience in a row. That ain't no shot. That's just the truth. So I'm looking at these youngins on TikTok. I'm saying, where they get it from? Oh, they got it from the elders. They got it honest, man. We can't even be mad at them. They got it honest. So since I'm 57, I should be at the ripe old age when I can tell the elders, hey, elder, you wild for that. You got, come on, man. I'm going to call him after I do it. Yeah, I'm going to call him after I do it. Let me get the first clip in there. Let me get the first clip on Clippy. Let's get the first clip. Let's get it going. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm not trying to hear intelligent thinkers. Now, I'm not trying to, when I say I'm not trying to hear it, don't tell me about no FBA. I don't want to hear it. We got people like Chef promoting FBA. You got what's his name? Oh man, I'm by Sport promoting that, and I thought they had some sense. So y'all mean to tell me y'all don't know what FBA is? Now we're gonna act like we don't know what FBA is? Listen, you can't split and choose what FBA is, just like you can't split and choose what an African American is. So we don't need to add another term to the mix. We got Black Americans and African Americans, and at least the people that enslaved you know exactly what it is. They know the people that were immigrants. They came over here freely, right? Okay, they know the times when immigrants start coming over here, and they know the times when Africans was enslaved in Africa and brought to the Americas. This is easy work. Right? So, and they understand that Nigerian Americans, Ghanaian Americans, when they come here and they can, they fill out their census, right? Sometimes they can say African Americans because they feel comfortable with that. And that's okay too. So we don't need a whole nother thing acting like we don't know how to figure it out. See how easy I said that? I'm going to say it again. You got people that migrated over here freely from Nigeria, Ghana, and all parts of Africa, South Africa, all parts of Africa, Ethiopia, right? Some of them say they're African Americans. Some of the kids may say that, whatever y'all think it is. But we can clearly know, you can show when you came over here. You can show it. You can show it. And they know those who was enslaved. That ain't hard. So I don't need to make up no whole new nothing. Because it take me 2 minutes to figure it out. That's not hard to figure that out. I don't know why it's complicated. And not to mention, you can get DNA tests these days. You can get some professional, some serious ones, right? And you can see the change in the DNA between an indigenous African person living in Nigeria and an African American. There's going to definitely be some differences. Look it up. So I'm surprised that people that practice scientific literacy is promoting the FBA. You got the kids watching. So you know, we had the kids saying that. FBA. Do you know what an FBA is? One, watch this. It's a person that was enslaved and brought to America. That sounds good. We got you. And it's the ethnogenesis mixed with indigenous black people that was already here before anybody. Check. Yeah, right. Pseudo. So when you mix some real authentic facts with pseudo, it's pseudo, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're saying you're FBA, I'm gonna start classifying you as a pseudo, and we can fight all day, every day. Don't tell me, well, I'm gonna leave that part alone. What you mean? African American explains all of that. Don't it? Or if I just lost my mind? I don't think so. So if you're over there, how about you, FBA, defend that. Defend that pseudo shit. Because that's exactly what it is. As a matter of fact, I think it to be a great business model. I have no issue with that. And if you want to call yourself that, then call yourself that. But you got to know what come with it. The same way I take all the baggage that come with being a non-believer, you got to live with that too. Simple. Ain't hard. Let's see. Let's head out the horse's mouths. Nah, we don't need y'all keep doing that. Let me play the thing. BS. It say, and thanks for the super chat. It say FBA is pseudo. But sorry, Ankh, but we do need a term for those descending from U.S. chattel slavery. So let me ask y'all this for real, man. Let's be real, man. Don't y'all know that the people that enslaved you, talking to Dr. Me out earlier, man, big up the conscious ingenuity. I was talking to her today, and she talked about how the British kept horrible records, the French kept the best records, and the United States was somewhere in between as far as those slave records. If I can sit here talking to y'all and say, man, I know what the difference between a person that migrated over here and the person that was enslaved brought over here. Wouldn't they know? Maybe they just don't want to pay. Come on, man. I just want you to know that you can tell when a person arrived in America 15,000 years ago as opposed to arriving to America in the 1500s. I just want you to know that. That's not hard, ladies and gentlemen. Man, crazy. So let's play these clips. Then I'll call them later. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to call you later. Straighten you out later. And oh, by the way, fair usage for commercial teaching purposes only. Big up to the 97,000 people in the room, man. And we ain't kicking no hate, man. Not at all. Ain't kicking no hate at all. We just correcting the madness because the babies is watching. They're absolutely watching. All right. So look, I know they watching, you know they watching, and we all know they watching. Big up to Joel. But definitely go through all these super chats, man. Man, show some love with the super chats too. We have a name. We called ourselves Afro African Americans. Get with the program. Absolutely. Yeah. Why are you gonna let a person that's promoting pseudoscientific material incorporate you in that? So if you didn't know what an African American was, then how do you know what an FBA is? How does that make it more clear for you? Listen, it's called the double talk, y'all. Man, I've been around one of the greatest double talkers this community has ever had. That's Malachi, yo, bro. Trust me. Y'all not finding nobody nicer than him with that game. I consider myself lucky to be able to talk to y'all and not still be running around after that nonsense. That's a double talk, right? We FBA. No, you African Americans. Then convince you that you need a term. Right? How you figure you need a term? So now everybody don't know where we came from now? All of a sudden, we don't know no more, huh? So if you don't know, then changing up the name ain't gonna make you know no better. And I respect ADOS. Absolutely respect that. But they dove in and they split that up and messed that up, and it is what it is. So let me do this because this is how we doing it. All right, let me get you right here. And big up to everybody in the server, man. Hey man, we got Chilembe going live on TikTok tonight. Discuss the new release of information concerning Tulsa. All right. And the Red Summer, man, that was the Red Summer ain't no joke right there. That was crazy. Yeah. Man, make sure y'all support Slim Bag, man, Pseudo Killers, man. We're gonna be there. Make sure you support that. All right. I'm gonna wait and see if they tear TikTok down before I really get on there. Let me see if it's gonna make it or not. Let's see. All right, let's get the first thing right here. The FBA, right? Okay. All right. And I want to play the voices of people that supporting that. Elders in our community. Okay. And so we gotta stop blaming the youth. It's not their fault, yo. As responsible adults and responsible people to claim themselves to be pushing for the right knowledge. Okay. Man, somebody gotta hold y'all accountable, yo. You can call me all kind of names, the gatekeeper. I ain't that. I'm making you aware that there's a system of checking the checker. I'm making you aware that it ain't good enough to just stand up there and say anything to us no more. It's not good enough to double talk us and play like Juju say and play in front of our face. Big up the Black Panther. Big up the Juju. Big up the Miss Tiff. All of them. Pseudo Killers. Official. Big up to you. Here we go. Right out the gate.
Lineage has nothing to. So how did your lineage get here?
Let me explain again. There was an ethnogenesis between Black explorers, Black Aboriginal people, and Black enslaved. There were 3 waves of Black people who were here. There were already the Black Aboriginals that were here. Those were some of the Yamasee people who were on the East Coast. These were some of the Black Aboriginals that the European explorers said they saw when they got here. Then,
Bro, what, bro, come on, man. Like,
come on, what?
There's no proof that there was Black Aboriginals from Native to America before the slave trade.
Okay, go get a book. When I name books, I give references. Get the book by a white man, and Von Wutenow. He wrote a book with a lot of pictures in it called Unexpected.
Your lineage
Is entitled Unexpected Faces in America. I showed y'all the book before. All right. This is the basic thing with ethnogenesis. We have a great and detailed conversation with Dr. Mayat on her channel. Go multi-stream it. Oh man, yeah, I got some good books coming out. They're real to the point. I'm gonna have my pseudo series going. Oh yeah, I'm getting it cracking. Yeah, I'm gonna get it cracking. Let's do this again. All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna play this again, so y'all can know what FBA is. Right? We hear this lineage nonsense. I'm trying to tell you, man. I've been through it, bro. Trying to let y'all know. Come on, if it's wrong, it's just wrong.
Your lineage has nothing to. So how did your lineage get here?
Let me explain again. There was an ethnogenesis between Black explorers, Black Aboriginal people, and Black enslaved. There were three waves of Black people who were here. There were already the Black Aboriginals that were here. Those were some of the Yamasee people who were on the East Coast. These were some of the Black Aboriginals that the European explorers said they saw when they got here. Then,
Bro, what, bro, come on, man. Like,
come on, what?
there's no proof that there was Black Aboriginals from native to America before the slave trade.
Okay, go get a book. When I name books, I give references. Get the book by a white man in Von Woutenau. He wrote a book with a lot of pictures in it called
It's called Unexpected Faces in the Americas. Okay? All right. Okay. Here's the next group of elders speaking.
Who were the real Aboriginal people of the Americas?
Native ancestors, who were not Asiatic, by the way. That's another fantasy. When the Asiatic came across the Bering Strait, the African was already here. The Asiatic and the African engaged in an internecine warfare for nearly 10,000 years before the European got here. And they brought their Asian disease and killed off a lot of our people in that meeting.
They weren't the ones that migrated over the Bering Straits, that came via the Mongols. Who you see here were the Asian Mongols. They came over here as not only migrants, but as conquerors. The indigenous people were copper-toned Moors, they call them Moors, but they were the copper-toned so-called blacks that everyone knew about and that were actually crisscrossing before to Africa and back again.
Yeah. James Smalls, Phil Valentine, elders in the community. They responsible for teaching people that the first people in Americas was Black people. They stretched what Ivan said. Ivan ain't even go that far. Yeah, they took it all the way. They responsible for it. So if somebody don't call them out, who gonna call them out? Because the babies is on TikTok and they mockingbird that nonsense. Got a whole nother crop. It's the craziest thing ever. And I'm not saying other communities don't do it outside of America, because they do. You have Chinese that actually think they Egyptians or on the line of Judah, whatever you want to say, or the 12 tribes. You get all that. So it's not just a Black thing. It's not an African American thing. It's a human thing, right? But the thing that makes it so bad is we can't afford to play this game. Because, see, we got people standing up at the top of their chest, roaring at the top of their chest now, beating their chest, top of their chest, beating their chest, and acting like that this information is so serious, right? That we need to have this information because it's going to change our community. That's the difference between what the African American community is doing and other communities. Other communities have a strong base rooted in a history, right? But our base is fractured, right? We don't got a firm base to play these games. We trying to get back to it, right? But to get back to it is taking us back to the pseudo information. That's what's going on. And it's right in front of our face. They play in front of your face. They claim to be building schools, but yet, is this the information you're going to have in your schools? And I'm talking about Umar. Umar claims to be the top scholar. What are we doing here? Like, you mean to tell me we don't have African-American scholars? Of course we do. We have African-American scientists, some of the best. We have African-American scholars, African-American anthropologists. I'm bringing on a bioanthropologist, African-American style. This is what we doing. Okay? So what is the level? Where does it level off at? All right? Where does it actually level off at? Where are we going to stop that? I don't know, but I'm not playing with it. Okay? Not going to play this game no more, man. Come on. It's just wrong. It's crazy. You know, it's bad. It's out of order. Gone too far. So now I'm starting to hear people say they FBA. Really? I'm saying people that I respected slightly. What do you mean? I'm by sports? What the hell you talking about? What you doing? Yeah, I heard you talking. Yeah, you been throwing a little bit of, playing old video. Yeah. So how you FBA? Being scientifically literate. How? Right. It's not possible. You can't leave out the black Indians. Okay? Can't leave them out, huh? No, you can't, because that's part of being FDA. He said it was the ethnogenesis, right? Now, there is an ethnogenesis with African slaves, kidnapped victims that was brought to America, right? And mixed in with some Native Americans, and they formed some communities. That's the ethnogenesis. That be correct. But the double talking, flim-flamming, they came over here first, they was here first, here go the books, that's the nonsense right there. Knock it off. And I've always said this, our history is so serious, we don't got to make it up. Look how much we done went through. You would want to have the authentic history. We done so much, went through so much pain and suffering, right? Pain, suffering, joy, victories, loss, that you want to have that right. Think about that. Think about who you really are. You done lived in the belly of misfortune. Take a look at that. Yeah, the history that you actually did is spectacular. It's also very inspiring to the rest of the world. We inspire the rest of the world. We come up with music genres, okay? We participate in science, literacy. We created a complex dialect. Do you know how serious and complex the African-American dialect is? Serious work. The way we talk, the way we speak, the way we express ourselves. That's something to be proud of. So my thing is, so why take that away? Why we got to be the aliens? Why we got to just pop up out of nowhere in America? Why all that got to be true? Why can't we just be who we are? Why can't we learn that? What's the pushback? Why are the friendships falling apart for that? Let's drop the link. I think we got straight to that point. So I think we clear on what the FBA is. Don't get up here trying to explain how well you know. No, that's like being an Ewiopian. Yeah, you got to take all the stuff to go with it. The aliens, all that. That's an Ewiopian, whether you believed all that or not, because I never believed the alien stuff, right? But you got to take the stuff to come with it. As simple as it is what it is, especially if you're still doing it. Come on, man. Drop that link, man. Jump on here, man. We doing it, man. Man, hit the likes and look, subscribe. Hit the channel, man. Egg, you tripping. Egg balls is a nut. I ain't even gonna put that what you put on there. Somebody say you just speak English. Y'all tripping. We speaking more than English. What's going on with you, brother? How you doing? Talk to us. What's on your mind?
Hold up, OG. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds, baby. I got you.
All right, take your time. Haitian first. Laugh out loud, bro. You just speak English. Nope. We're not just speaking English. Don't you wish we just was speaking English? We ain't just doing that. Now, if you come up here with the paperwork to show I'm wrong on that, no, I'm not. Drop this in the chat. So yeah, man, we got the whole man. If y'all ain't got the link, man, somebody post a link to the Discord too. Oh man, hey, I appreciate that donation. I see you, American Dream. Appreciate you, man. I was definitely over there listening to the American Dream yesterday. Let's talk. Hey, big up to Mr. Logan. Well, that's love right there, bro. Yeah, I heard you, American Dream. I'm trying to process it. Yeah, I find it offensive, right? To continue to mess up.
OG.
What's up with you?
OG. Hey, you know you the coolest nigga I done seen on the internet, man. You the coolest nigga I've ever seen on the internet. Hey, you know what's funny?
What?
So I never posted it was supposed to be like a video. It had your name in it.
Right, he ain't put the,
and so I clicked on it. And look, this how much I rock with you. So I'm trying to skip to the part where you at.
Right, me too.
I ain't even see you in it. I'm like, oh, he did clickbaited me.
Clickbait.
Hey, but look, I'm like, I'm watching it. You know, I watched a little bit of everybody, little bit. But I'm like, you know, the party don't start till get in there though, for real. Hey, you really that dude though? Like, I ain't trying to glaze you too much. I'm just saying, I really rock with you though, for real.
Yeah,
I've been watching you for a minute though. I ain't been in the chats like as much as I've been watching, but I've been watching you for real for like at least 10, dog.
Oh, that's good right there, bro.
And I'm gonna give you a prize too, cause you got me, you got me away from the super pseudo Ali Muhammad.
Oh, he hates you.
He had me, OG. I was listening, bro. I was all the way with it. Look, it was the whole what was the Reese's monkeys and all that. Look, look. I think this around the time I got hip to you too. Cause he did the whole it was the whole Reese's monkey joint, right?
Okay.
And then I tried to research it, and I'm like, I ain't find that. I ain't really find that. But then I think like somehow the follow-up video I was watching was you and what's the I know his name. Damn, I'm blanking out.
Talking about which McCollum? You talking about Marcus? Young Marcus?
No.
Marcus Blaze?
No. Damn, I'm blanking. I know him. I know the name though. But
Gozy?
Gozy.
Okay.
You and Gozy, right? Y'all on the corner popping it, right? I'm like, he talking that shit, right? So I go follow up on what you were saying, what Gozy saying. I'm like, oh yeah, you could verify that. You could back that up, right? And so that's where I'm at with you, man. It's like you really that dude though, for real. But listen though, my pushback though,
I'm listening.
You know, slight pushback.
I knew I was going to shoot at me. I had my gun. I already had my guns cocked. I knew it was.
Look, hey, I had to smooth you over before I came in.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it like a champion. Go ahead. What's up?
I had to smooth you over a little bit, but I really meant it though, for real.
No, I appreciate that.
No, but so my little pushback is just what I think between you two OGs, you know what I mean? I think a lot of some of the younger cats can bridge that gap between what you bring to the table, what he brings to the table, and it depends on where it depends on the individual where they at in their thought processes, right? Because I can take from you, right? Take the meat, spit the bones, pause, right? That's the saying. And the same thing I could do with him. Take the meat, spit the bones, pause, right? And more than not, I can take from what the game you've given over these years, Aunt, and really I can use that in my, I would say, more so in my everyday life, right?
Right.
Like I could use the way you teach, what is it called? Just discernment. How do you sift through fact, fiction,
Yep.
whatever, right?
Yep. Why get
Scientific
beat?
literacy, right?
Yeah.
And
Why get beat?
you can use that particularly in your
Everything.
walk, in your everyday walk.
Buying a house, you can be skeptical.
Right,
You can know how
right.
to look up the
Yeah,
stuff, check the
y'all done did a
company
lot
out.
of shows, man. Y'all got the ladies that be coming on the shows, they be popping it. They
Come
got a
on,
lot
man.
of good game, man. I see Chef, hold up. He said his name right last time I watched him. He said Chef Reen.
Yeah, Chef Reen.
I see Chef Reen. I love his shows, man. That's a good brother too, man. I got hip to him from you. But yeah, man, I think a lot of the younger cats. This what I want you to do.
What you want me to do?
As a youngin, this what I want you to do. I want you to reach out to G because y'all do have
Reach out to who? Reach out to who?
Reach out to Tariq.
Okay.
I want you to reach out to him because y'all do got a common denominator which is Sinetta, and whether y'all have that communication line or not, y'all do have that mutual with Sinetta, and I think y'all two esteemed brothers in our little pocket. I'm gonna say little pocket. In our pocket, y'all can really do something big, man. And I really think you and your team can figure out how to get the message across to G where it's not he not going, because you got ladies. This the thing. Hey, this where you could win, right? This where you could get to
I'm
him.
already winning though.
No, I ain't saying it like that. I'm
no,
just saying.
no, I'm actually winning.
I know. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
everybody think I'm not. I'm actually winning. Wait till you start sending
Winning
people.
like
Come
that.
on.
No, I'm saying
I'm
this
winning,
how you.
yo.
I'm saying this how
winning,
you win. Getting to him though, getting the message across
I'm not.
to him.
Listen, hold on. I want to say this.
Yeah.
Tariq has an excellent business model. He was able to put together a pseudo movie, Hidden Colors. Right? Seriously, like he did that. Right? So I'm not knocking that. Right? I just want to inspire him to make a serious joint with some real information in it. That's my job. My job ain't to partner up with him like that.
No, I ain't even saying that.
I'm saying not even. I don't gotta tell him he grown. He know what he doing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like we can't act.
that's
We
why
can't
I disagree
occupy that
right
same
there
space.
too. I disagree right there too.
I know you do, but watch this. I'm telling you right now, yo. You'll never see Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, I'm saying deal with Terrence Howard on that type of information. You just wouldn't do it.
I disagree with you right there too.
Nah,
because he invited that man to the show already. He invited him on his show already.
Oh, and to do what? To beat him up.
To chop? No, not to beat him up. To chop it up.
No,
to chop it up. Man. And that's it's the same thing with y'all. I'm telling you, G.
No, they always get violent. Hold on, have you noticed that though? Listen, I don't look. This how it's going to turn out. We're gonna get to talking, chopping it up, right? Everybody want to be the big man on the block. I already got the big man on the block because I got science. I got the human endeavor on my side, so I'm never gonna lose. I just might mess it up. Right? But I'm never going to lose. You know why? Because our very lives depend on science. So I'm never going to lose that, right? So the egos are jumping away. It's just not a good look. We don't have to. I need him to be that. I need that work. I don't need him to change. He's straight. Because he's not going to. That's his business model. Man, why would I change if I can get millions of dollars from y'all, yo? Think about that. Millions of dollars. Why would I change that up? You know, I had to go through. Hold on, I had to go through a period, bro, when I lost a lot of people. Yo, you know that, right? Lost a lot of subscribers. It's like a preacher realizing that what he talking about is crazy.
Yeah, but you ain't lose nothing though, huh?
I did lose a lot of people, yo. What you mean?
Nah, you ain't lose
Man,
nothing, G.
I'm used
You
to having
still
100,000
What you talking
subscribers, yo.
about?
80,000 subscribers
You
on.
said,
No,
nah,
it
you
ain't the
saying it like you,
80,000. It ain't the
but you saying it like you
50,000.
fell off. See, you
No,
probably
I
had
know.
like,
Hold on. I didn't
you
fall
might
off.
have
I'm
had
saying
60,000
subscribers fell
bots
off.
out of 80,000.
No, I had, bro. No, you said, nah, come on, bro. 20,000 views. Y'all remember them days, bro? Like, come on, man. But what my point is that I don't dislike none of them brothers, yo. They watch.
Yeah.
They like this in the bushes, yo. Trust me. They watch. They hear. They get better. But somebody got to stand up for it. Thank goodness I ain't by myself. Shout out to all the pseudo killers, man. Shout out to the community skeptics, the real black atheists. So I'm not by myself.
Yeah.
There wasn't this type of thing, right? It just wasn't. When I got the information, I didn't have nobody look like me that was talking that scientific literacy, science advocate. Nobody, what the who? So I'm saying I think we did our part, yo. We play our role well, yo. Yep. Yeah,
I think,
and I don't got no bad blood with Tree. He never said a bad word towards me.
nah,
Yeah, I don't have a problem
but
with
I
him.
don't even, you don't even speak. All right, pass. I don't even, all right, we ain't gotta go. But what I'm saying is, I
What
think
would you like me to do?
I want you to reach out to the, I want
And say
y'all
when
to,
he need to reach out to me. Reach out to me for what? I said his work is
ain't gonna
pseudo.
happen.
He
It ain't
need to
gonna
reach
happen. You
out.
already know it ain't gonna happen though.
No. He need to reach out and say, you're lying. Bet, let's get it in.
See, but look, but you ain't gonna,
Cordial conversation.
you ain't gonna admit who in the bigger seat though. And I
What you
respect
mean?
you for it. I respect you for it though. I respect
No,
you for it because I probably wouldn't
no.
either though. I probably wouldn't either though because I'm a
No,
you know I'm,
Tariq is in a bigger seat.
yeah, but you gotta go. You gotta
He in a
be
pseudo seat, though. His seat is pseudo.
it's ain't it
See, I'm in a
always like that
solid seat.
though? But
It's the
ain't it
truth.
always like that though?
No. I'm in a solid seat. You know that, right? There's a difference between. You ever heard the story of the three little pigs? Well, let me tell you. Three little pigs, right? And they all was gonna build a house, right? The first pig, right?
I love
Tariq
this
built
shit.
this house with straw. The second pig built this house with wood. The third pig built this house with bricks. My house. My house a little bit smaller. Not a whole lot of people coming. Yo, when that big bad wolf came, he came to Tariq's house and he huffed and he puffed and he blew the damn house down, bro. Woof. Yeah. Go ask your man Jamal. Yo, the big bad wolf came. Dave the big bad wolf. See, I've been trying to talk to my people so the big bad wolf don't get them, bro.
You
I
know
said,
what?
yo, that's a house of straw.
You know what the problem is,
Hey, the homie, listen. I say the big bad wolf is coming, right? I said, your house is straw, bro. They're going to huff and puff and blow your house down. And it's exactly what's happening now, bro.
You know he been around for a minute though, right?
Getting his house blown down for a minute.
Nah, he been around for a minute. Is what I'm saying.
Man,
like,
yo, I'm not knocking that man.
I think
Hustle.
you painting him
I'm
with
not.
the same brushes you paint with
I
Umar,
am.
and that's the
I
problem.
am. No, that's it. No, I no. He's not scamming people like that. No, he actually produced a product.
I appreciate you at least saying
no,
that.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm saying he's scamming our intellectual real estate, though. But he's not physically taking money. And no, if you get that man money, he's gonna produce a movie, yo.
For sure.
Yeah, he's a businessman. I'm not saying that. No, him and Umar are two different things. They the way they think the same, but that man not doing that. He's not doing that.
But you know what? That's why
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit up here and do that.
But you know what? That's why I go to bat and defend him though, because he not one of them dudes. It's the same thing with you, like if you was to do some shit, right? If you do anything you do, G, like it's gonna be real. It's gonna be solid. Ain't nobody gonna be expecting a scandal from you. None of that. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the same way. So if cats come, if folks coming out the bushes talking about this, that, you gonna have a whole solid army, behind you, and I'm gonna be one of them ones like, nah, this ain't that. It's just, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to bat for G the same way I would for you, though.
Wrong. He just wrong in his hit. He just crossed over my lane, though. That's all. Yeah, he crossed over my lane, yo. He got to pass for a couple of years.
I ain't mad at it, though. I ain't mad at it.
He did. Well, what's up, though, Chef?
Hey man, chilling. I love the conversation. You know, the FBA joint is cracking.
It's cracking. You FBA too, ain't you? So you're a
I'm
black American.
I'm FBA.
Pseudo. Yeah.
I'm
I'm
African
FB
American.
and I'm FBA by the way too.
Pseudo.
Yeah, I'm
Pseudo.
FBA.
Just letting y'all know. Damn pseudo. So y'all was here before everybody got here, huh? And mixed in with the Africans and slaves. Don't say no. Don't say it.
No.
Nope. I'm gonna play the clip again. I'm gonna play the clip. Do you agree
Hold
with
on.
this, FBA?
Hold on. So
What?
do you agree? Do you agree with everything that
there you African American. Everything with African American.
hold on. So no, you don't.
Yes, I
No,
do.
you don't. You don't agree with the whole African American culture.
I do.
What pertains to African American? No, you accept it. You accept it as that what it is, but that don't mean that you participate and agree with all of it. No, you don't.
You double talking, Chef.
No, listen. African American, if you look up African Americans, right, it's going to tell you that their religion is mainly Christianity.
Correct.
Right? You're not a Christian, but that don't stop you from being African American.
No, you messed that up. Come on, Chef.
Hey,
you doing your Chef thing.
Points. Nah, that's a
see,
point.
See how you go for that, yo. There's no
point. Nah,
so how could that be? Hold on.
Let me
how
get
could
it out.
that be
Let me get it out.
Let me get it out.
Yeah, let me get it out.
You funny.
No, you ain't let me get it all the way out. Now, what I'm saying is it don't have to be 100 to a 100 comparison, but I just want you to see something. You dig what I'm saying? It don't have to. Yeah, you can pick holes. Any analogy that we give, you can always pick holes at the analogy because it'll never be a one-to-one comparison. You feel me? So it's just for you to see something. So if FBA speaks of who I am, right? Now they can get stuff misconstrued, right? Because we know Tariq got a pseudo package along with his shit. And we know he trying to get as many people on board as possible.
That's a fact.
That's what business people do.
And you supposed to get money. Yup. You supposed to get money.
No, don't help me. I'm not saying that.
Right,
I'm not.
You supposed to lie to us and make it up.
Like you
supposed
about to mess
to act
it up.
like we the FBI. I'm listening. Keep going. I'm listening, y'all. Go ahead.
No, I'm not that. He said that. No, I ain't say that, right? So, but what I'm saying is, if we can make a definition of what FBA is, and if you fit into that, it don't mean that you gotta agree with the other parts that because that's the room that you can work on. Right?
Chef, you trying to clean it up. That's your problem. You're trying to clean it up.
No,
he cleaning up, trying to scrub off the trash.
That's not what the movement is, Chef.
No,
I'm a stick up man, but I just drive. I'm the driver.
No, I'm not trying to defend Tariq though. I will say the nigga wrong. The nigga
wrong about what?
Do you think I agree at any part? Well, I was a part of you fighting against the damn apples. So there's no way that you can. There's no way you can pin me to that, bro.
I can't pin you to that, Chef. You FBA, Chef. Let me get my part in now. Let me show you what you do.
I would never connect you to Dr.
Me neither. You surprised me.
No, I would never connect you to Dr. Savy just because you say you're supposed to eat fruits and vegetables. I would never connect you. Nope. I would never connect you to that.
Bad example. You ain't came with a good one. You know what? I said it because I knew you wouldn't have a good comeback, yo. You normally have something slick. You had to take a couple days to get you, but this is wild. Listen, there's no rule book that says African Americans is tied to any particular religion, but we could say that African Americans predominantly practice Christianity, then Islam, then some are atheists. That's different from saying the very definition of who we are is Christians. The very definition of who African Americans are is not. You don't define an African American as a Christian. No, I'm saying that's the religion they practice. Let me get it out. That's a religion they practice. So when you're FBA, you're saying there's an ethnogenesis between the indigenous black people that was here before anybody that came with Africans from Africa on the slave trip. That's the FBA. That's the
agree with
bro.
Ethnogenesis though.
No, but the ethnogenesis is you don't gotta tell us something we already know about the Native Americans that was here and small communities, not a whole lot, but small communities mixed in with African American. That's already in the thing. I don't need you coming with something slick and then misinform me, bro. We all know that African Americans have 4 to 1% DNA, of Native Americans. That's some small communities, right? We also have 10% of Europeans, right?
Unc, you got that
6%
wrong.
indigenous Africans.
Unc, you got that wrong. I think it's like 2% Native American.
Nah,
We don't gotta argue over that, though.
23% European, and like the rest African, Black African.
I was just trying to help. I was trying to help Chef out though.
Yeah.
Chef promised he trying to clean it up. Chef, you can't do that. The whole FBA premise.
But I'm not trying to clean it up.
It is because you saying something different. That whole movement.
I am saying something different. I'm saying something different from Tariq.
I got a question for you, Chef. Since I got you, you gonna take that video down when you cussing these women out, yo, on the pseudo killers, yo? You gonna take that down, yo? Or what?
What women I'm cussing out?
Go back and look, yo. Take that down, yo. You caused me a lot of problems, yo, with that, yo. Take that down.
Man, what video? Tell me what video it is.
You just forgot, yo. I know you did.
Let me get you a song.
I was high.
You was high. It's not funny, yo, because that hurt.
But I get high sometimes, and I do. So I got a problem. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Take that down, yo.
All right. Let me get you a
He
song.
said he's gonna take that down, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead, BC.
All right. So my thing is, and the reason why I even jumped on the stream, because you was talking about how we don't need a new term. You know, the African American is good enough. And I'm just gonna tell you, I disagree because so I use the term ADOS, right? So all ADOS people are African American, but not all African Americans are ADOS. All right, the reason why I even bring that up is because the ADOS whole thing is about policy, right? And so when we try and get out here and redress the specific harms in our community, we got to talk about our plight. So I know you're already familiar, so I don't need to beat you over the head with it, but that's why I say we do need some kind of disaggregation. Now that don't mean we gotta hate on anybody, be xenophobic. We're not even, as ADOS people, we don't even move like that in general.
No, but I know you don't, and trust me, bro. I want you to know that there are African Americans that actually came over on the slave trade with the slave trade, yo, and then there are immigrants that will accept the term at times African Americans. And just like me and you can say that difference, yo, the powers to be understand that difference, yo. Everybody know if their family came over on a slave ship or not. You would know that. You would know if you came from Africa in the 1900s, man. You know what I'm saying? 1909, 2010, 1976, man. Everybody know that in their household, bro. Trust me. So
I get you.
Yeah, the term is decent. I'm not mad at the ADOS because they try to keep it a buck. No, I'm not. You'll hear me saying they don't do the pseudo shit. They just felt like, that we needed a better term. I'm simply saying African American is the term. You got African Americans that will fill out the census, right, and actually come like a Ghanaian. You're a Ghanaian American. You're not actually an African American.
Mm-hmm.
And your kids are Ghanaian Americans, but they'll say that the census is not a scientific anything, right? The census is wild. Now that's wild. Anyway, so we wouldn't use that anyway to get no type of money. So I'm not
the proper term is freedmen, though.
Yeah,
no, all the freedmen are already dead. All the freedmen are already dead.
It is freedmen.
No, all the freedmen are already dead.
Politically, it's freedmen.
No, they're already dead. Stuff.
Yeah, they died. The freed people are already dead.
Already passed away. God bless you.
They was the ones. They was the ones that was physically. They was the ones that were physically in slavery. So they are called the freedmen.
Yeah, but that's like saying all the Negroes is dead. Come on.
No, it's not. If you want to say the descendants of freedmen or something like that, you might got something.
But it's crazy with the freedmen, yo. That's like the Moore term. That I know that's Lord Abel having fun with it.
They real slick with it,
because a Moore wasn't specific to a
Look. It says the freedman. The term freedman is historically refers to an individual who was formerly enslaved. So none of y'all on this panel was formerly enslaved, yo.
You could be a descendant of that.
But that's not what you said.
You're African American. Look, it say, but has gained freedom either through emancipation missions, or other legal processes. The concept has played a significant role in various historical contexts, particularly in the United States and ancient societies, yo. Post-Civil War era Reconstruction, after the abolition of slavery in 1965, 13th Amendment, freemen were formerly enslaved African Americans who gained their freedom, yo.
Right.
The Freedmen Bureau. Man, come on, man. Now,
Right.
Lord
They
Abel
just
come up
and they
twist
just
y'all head up with it.
and they just associated African American with
Ab
freedmen,
will come
right?
up here. Lord Ab will come up here and fake y'all out. I'm gonna bring Ab on, yo. He had y'all thinking. I'm saying I already heard Malachi, yo. You get it? I got the ear. You can't get me. Hey, the homie, keep working, yo. You don't get it one
Nah,
day.
I ain't gonna listen. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, nah.
Hit you with the
I
Freeman,
know.
yo.
Look, no, but that you can be a descendant of a freeman. Like, it's just as.
Yeah,
Listen,
you're
if you was
African American. Because
and
everybody would have been that.
and what you read just associated African Americans with freemen. So
No,
it's the same
not like
thing. Is
that.
what I'm
Not like
saying.
that. Not like that. Hold on, let's read it again. It says after the abolition of slavery, right, in 1865 with the 13th Amendment, freedmen were formerly enslaved African Americans who gained their freedom. The Freedmen Bureau, established in 1865, this federal agency provided assistance for freed slaves, including education, healthcare, and housing. Freedmen's rights and challenges. Despite emancipation, freedmen faced systematic racism, all right, disenfranchisement, and economic hardships during the Reconstruction and Jim Crow era, yo. Then you got Native American freedmen. So you got to understand, I get it. You ain't, I got enough sense now to know, come on, dog, that ain't us. We was never enslaved, our ancestors was. Our ancestors that
but
got, you would have to be,
can,
hold on, as a prerequisite, you got to be an individual that was enslaved, right?
but
you was freed, and they helped you out.
Right.
Now,
That's
by
right.
the time your children start having it, your children wasn't enslaved. So they're no longer freedmen. They just African Americans at that point. You get it? Don't let nobody twist you up with it, yo.
But enslaved Africans or foundation of Black Americans wasn't documented as African American. They were documented as Negro, colored, freedmen.
Only the ones that was enslaved. I understand what freedmen is. I ain't gonna let nobody change that, yo. Because I get an expert on the subject. See, I'm not gonna use the conscious community. I don't use the conscious community for nothing. I'm gonna get a expert that understands those documents, yo. And I'm gonna see his paperwork. And we're gonna talk about that.
It's in political documents, is what I'm saying. Freedmen is actually in political documents. So if we talking about status, then you would go freedman.
You missing it, bro. Like he told you, it's a
All right, well, break it down.
prerequisite to the whole thing. It's a prerequisite.
No, what he said was what he read was a prerequisite to African American.
No, for freedmen, he read
freedmen,
the definition for freedmen.
But it mentioned African American, so it's the same thing. My whole point is, I'm not saying it's weird. I'm not dispelling African American. I'm saying you can link African American to freedmen, and politically, if we're fighting for reparations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, go freedmen, because it's the political way.
No,
It'll be like me saying go Negro, but you like, no, we ain't Negroes, we African Americans. But document wise, we are on paper as Negro.
Steph, you doing something? You kind of jumping back for just a little bit. So you would say freeman, and then you early in the conversation you were saying like descendants of freeman. Descendants of freeman, if you want to go with that, like that's just kind of preference. That's cool. But when you just say freeman just by itself like that, you kind of missing the whole thing.
All right. Well, I mean, I think you getting too.
I'm talking. I mean,
I think you
bust out the
nitpicking at that
credentials,
point.
but
You know what I mean?
it's a policy argument.
Whether I'm saying freeman or descendants of freemen, at that point it's like, all right, bro, you just like, you gonna keep moving it, because it's like, that's like if I'm saying like the age, like that's like I'm saying Jew. I mean, I ain't gonna say them, but let's say that's like I'm saying Asians, right? Or Chinese or whatever, right?
Somebody said they'd rather be colored. Boy, you tripping.
I don't like colored because I think
Yeah,
a lot
hey,
of
come
people
on,
can be
hey,
colored.
boss, you tripping, yo. He's wild out, yo. But hold on, listen. So say you trying to get, say you can prove that your great grandfather was a freedman. You know that would give you legalities,
Yeah.
to get some money, yo.
That's what
So
I'm talking
there's a
about.
context for it. But just like you shouldn't be running around calling yourself a daggone colored is crazy enough. I'm a
Yeah,
colored.
but
It's
Indians
crazy.
could be colored though. That's why I don't like colored.
Yeah. But
I don't
yeah, of
like
course.
black either. I
Yeah,
like
because
black. It's
they
a lot of
mix and
people that
match.
could just
They
be
mix and
black.
match. But it ain't no confusion today, though. The day ain't we confuse it today. And so my point is, you run around calling yourself a freedman. You've been free for a while now. Whether you accept that freedom or not is on you. Been free for a while, bro. And has it been easy? It
Until you
ain't
go to
easy.
prison though. Until you go to prison.
I ain't mess with you, man. You shouldn't do nothing to go to
That's
prison.
facts though.
That's what
I'm
I'm gonna
just
say.
saying.
And of course, you're not free in prison. How you gonna be free in prison? Wait, Joe, what's up with you, bro? Joe, what's up? You must just be listening.
Peace, peace.
How you doing, bro? What's
I was
going on?
great. I was great typing the chat. Hey, peace to everybody on the panel. Hey, it sounds like somebody trying to fake the funk to me. That's all I hear. Somebody trying to fake the funk. FBA, Negro, colored, Hebrew, Black, Egyptian, Arabo, all y'all faking the funk. Look, I gotta. Hey, is there a way I can share my screen if I'm on the phone?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep, you
Joe,
gotta
who you
figure out how
talking
to do it.
about?
Yep.
Joe, who you talking about?
Don't jump out the window. I got a document, man, from the got there on government. I got a letter
What
from
you
the
got?
government the other
The other
day.
day.
I,
What you
how,
got?
how I share my screen on the phone?
From your
I hit
phone.
more. I hit more, but it just says
Oh,
comments, recording settings, cancel.
can you send it to me in the chat? Put it in the live chat and send it to me. I can share it for you.
Snap. If I go back, it's gonna drop me. But let me say this. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Give me 1 second. Listen to this. 1870 to 1920 on the American census, we are listed as Afro African Americans. All
Okay.
right.
Afro Americans and African Americans.
So anybody
Oh, Afro American.
tracing their lineage back to that time are the people who was in the Americas during the time of slavery. They the folks that are due got their going reparations. Anybody coming to here after that time was going to be 1960s for the most part. They're going to be just like you said, Ghanese American, Sierra Leone American.
They
They're
ain't
not
come
going.
till
They're not
2000s.
African Afro Americans. They're not. They're not. That was what was on the census. I'm gonna go drop it in the chat so you can pull it up, put it on the screen, and read the freaking document. All right, I'll
Yeah,
be back.
I don't actually think it'd be a fight. You feel me? I don't actually think that'd be a fight. I don't think that's the furthest thing that's the furthest thing away from it, man. If we can sit there and have a conversation, understand what the difference is. Don't you think the people that just got money in the game is gonna have to spend that money and pay them? Don't you think they would understand that? It ain't as complicated as we making it. I think trying to figure out the amount is the complication. That's what I think. I think coming up with the amount and how to give it to you and how to do it is the problem. I believe that to be the problem. What's up, American Dream?
Dr. Dirty and them did the work. Dr. Dirty and them did the work.
Did the work on?
Oh,
Okay.
it's in the chat.
In the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat. Because I hear people talking all this stuff, man, and it's like they be messing it up. We already know Negro and colored and all that stuff. It's not biological terms, man. That's just stuff that people use that they either got called or they use it just to get by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that
Come
don't
on, man. Let's
that
be
has
for real.
nothing to do with the political status, the political
It does
documentation of
too.
wait, hold on, let me finish. They don't have nothing to do with the political status and documentation of a people to receive compensatory justice, right? So in
It
terms,
absolutely does.
you're mentioning a biological attribute of a people that is a broad brush, right?
Nope.
Not a
Nope.
not a lineage of a people, because that's like
It
saying
is.
Chinese. That's like saying Chinese.
No. No, it's not. That's why.
Oh
Thank
no,
you.
no, no.
You
That's
are
like
the
saying that's
man.
like saying Asian,
You the man.
or even Chinese.
No,
That's like
don't
saying
change it.
Asian though.
Don't change it.
All right, I got you.
Don't
But that's
change it.
like saying
Listen, bro.
Asian though.
Listen, bro.
But
All
it
right,
is
so let
like
me
saying
respond.
Asian.
Let me respond to you.
But wrong or right? Is that not like saying Asian?
Yeah, you're correct. Let me respond.
All right,
it's like
Do
what,
you
like
right.
know
saying Asian?
why? Hold on.
There we go.
No,
Hold on.
no,
Hold
no,
on. Hold
no.
on. Let me
African
explain.
is like saying
Let me
Asian.
explain.
There we go, baby.
Let me. Hey, let me explain. So
Go ahead.
he's correct. There's a reason why we use a broad term like African and not Nigerian or Sierra Leone or Cameroon. It's a reason. We were
What's the
part
reason?
of the African kidnapping. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where you come from. So that's why the term's so broad. But you
Well,
can't say that after the census that I'm going to pop on the screen. When folks start coming in, when they finally open the borders, would have come from other places, they knew where they were coming from because they wasn't kidnapped. They were immigrants. We are non-immigrants. We didn't come here on our own. We
Right.
were kidnapped.
I
So
agree.
don't never overlook that. Of
But
course I'm an
We
African
wasn't we
American.
wasn't
Of
kidnapped. We
course I
was
am.
sold. We was sold. Come on now, tell the whole
I
thing.
don't care how you want to put it. I'm kidnapped. I didn't come here on my
it
own
was a bit of both. It
recognizance.
was
Oh,
That's
you
the
gotta.
point.
Oh, no. Hold on. You gotta get. No,
it
y'all
was
know you gotta
both.
get kidnapped first.
It was both though.
Yeah, it's both. End up being both. They kidnap you first, and they sell you into slavery. Yep.
But Joe,
It's
so
interesting.
to my point, or to critique your point, if we was to say African, so that's like saying just African, like the same Africans that was taken from the continent were taken to the islands as well, right? And so making a reparations
Mm-hmm.
claim and just going under the auspice of African wouldn't work in the Americas. You got to be specific
No,
of the lineage you talking about.
yeah, and the lineage don't
Like
connect you to the black Indians, though.
You right
Right? You
about that.
can't leave that off. You just can't leave that off.
yeah,
You
but
can't leave
but
that
you
off. Like if you leave
but
that
you
off, now you're
do
not FBA no more. If you take that off, listen.
right,
First of all, I respect people's right to create. So I created Black African
right.
Power. Right? I'm not gonna let you change it.
God dang.
So
I actually
Tariq
like that too,
created
though. I ain't gonna
so Tariq created FBA.
yeah.
So and he's gonna give you what it means. He's gonna say
But
it.
we never
You
called
can't come and
ourselves.
tell
Hey, we
I'm
never
saying
called
I
ourselves
respect.
FBA though. We called
No,
ourselves
I'm
black. We called ourselves black though.
That was
no, but
later
I'm
though.
trying to
That's like the
hold on.
70s
Let
and
me
all
make my
that.
point. Let me make my point. The point I was trying to make
It's
is
still
that in him creating that, he has a definition for it. And he explains what FBA is. He talks about lineage and he explains how your lineage comes together. He said there's the ethnogenesis between the indigenous black Indians that was here before anybody and the Africans that was enslaved in Africa. And they come together. That's why I say ethnogenesis. Look up the word. And I'm saying
Right.
that's wrong. There was no indigenous black Indians. They were Native Americans.
You saying they all were
thank you.
they all were
Thank
colored.
you.
You saying they all
Thank
were
you.
First,
colored one degree or another, right?
well, based
Color
off,
got nothing
if
to
you
do
was
with
in
it.
Canada,
They,
you're not going to be dark skinned. If you're Mesoamerica, you're going to range dark because you're living on the equator. Like it's the same thing around the world. The earth is not flat, contrary to belief. Okay? So the point I'm making here is that there is no such thing as we some kind of walked over here or got into the oceans and caught the rivers and all that. No, that's misinformation put forward by discredited Europeans
Chat
or
say how you sell a
discredited
human.
white Americans. That's the
Chat say
truth.
how you sell a human. You sell a human as property or
Yeah, they was
cattle.
yeah, we wasn't even
Or
looked as human. We
yeah,
wasn't
so
even
you
looked
don't
at as
sell a human as
yeah.
a human. You like there were no slave ships. They were They weren't
Remember, he
slave
said he
ships,
stole
right?
it. He said he
They were.
stole it. That's funny. All right, listen, man, we gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go do some family things, man. I wanted to check in with that. We got 146,000 in the building, man. I'm gonna hit that button when I get back up in here, man. I gotta spend some time with my son, man. That's important, man. Go spend some time with y'all sons, man.
True.
All right. Spend some. If you're a dad, spend some time with your damn daughters too. Matter of fact, if you're a dad, spend some time with your children. This is important. How about that, man? Give them the real information. Teach them about everything that's going on in the internet. Had a conversation about FBA, right? Hold everybody to definitions. Don't let them slip and slide and change it. I'm an FBA, but I don't agree with this part. Well, then you're not an FBA. It is clear what that man said. He said there's an ethnogenesis with the Black indigenous population and an African population. That Black indigenous population got over here before the Native Americans got over here. That's what he said. We're not gonna act like that ain't what he said. That's exactly what
he made that up. He made that up.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna end it with that clip right there. Why? Since y'all think I didn't make that up.
All right, peace to everybody on the panel, man. Good talking to y'all, brothers, man.
Man, big up to everybody, man. I'm gonna play this clip. Keep y'all heads up, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We play this clip.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to you, Ankh.
Hey, man. Yeah, big up to you too, bro. Appreciate that, man. We play this clip, y'all. Here we go.
Lineage has nothing to. So how did your lineage get here?
Let me explain again. There was an ethnogenesis between Black explorers, Black Aboriginal people, and Black enslaved. There were 3 waves of Black people who were here. There were already the Black Aboriginals that were here. Those were some of the Yamasee people who were on the East Coast. These were some of the Black Aboriginals that the European explorers said they saw when they got here. Then,
bro, what, bro? Come on, man. Like,
come on, what?
There's no Aboriginals from Native to America before the slave trade.
Okay, go get a book. When I name books, I give references. Get the book by a white man in Von Woutenau. He wrote a book with a lot of pictures in it called Unexpected Faces in Early America.
So there's photos.
There's photos of artifacts that was in the Americas for thousands of years of Black-ass people with afros, big noses, and big lips, sir, who look like Black people around here today.
So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm never gonna be able to do that. First of all, it's racism. It's the promotion of racism. Okay? All right. What's racism? Racism clearly states that the Negro had big lips, big noses, and peppercorn short hair. That's not real. They clumped us all together and called us Negroes. With African population is a very diverse population, so much so that the early people that came in Africa didn't even understand that. Some places they went, they were like, well, they must be Europeans. Look how light they is. Wasn't quite as light as them, but they'd seen them to be different. You went to know if he's African, they look very different than the ones that look in West Africa. And they separated them. They said one is a sub-Saharan African, and they all look like this, which ain't even true, because even what you would miscall sub-Saharan African is very, very diverse. So that's why we study evolution around here. Now y'all see why.
Right.
All right.
And my sister hair is not tightly curled like mine.
No, crazy.
I'm just gonna let y'all know.
Right.
And I remember Pseudo Chef. I remember Pseudo Chef did a good build on that. Pseudo Chef, because you know he cut hair. And Pseudo Chef said you can work on one person's head, and on that individual, they'll have some tightly curled and some of it be straighter.
Yeah.
What you
We're gonna end with that. I appreciate the cash ass. Let me run down the cash ass, man, for showing some love, man. Let's get up out of here, man, real quick, man. We got some special guests.
All right,
coming,
peace.
man.
I'll come out.
All right, man. Peace. LaShawn, I appreciate the love. There's love right there. I already shout out American Dream and Kent and Gully. Appreciate everybody, man. That's real, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
Bonnie banger from the block, seen it all raw tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, Not of guns, but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer, Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. Selling drugs on the corner just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game, waking up minds, never the same. God killer, Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people.
I'm your host, Bobby Banger, aka the God Killer. Appreciate everybody stopping through, man. I see y'all later on tonight, man. Man, study to show and prove, man. Scientific literacy, the foundation of understanding who you is. And with that, we out.